Good morning, Tigers. It's another Wednesday and it's so close to the weekend, but we're not quite there yet. Today, we're gonna be having our final episode for the Social Club and it's gonna be a good one. How about you, Ranmig? How has it been so far since our second episode?
Okay naman. Everything's going well and malapit na rin tayo matapos sa school year natin. So, medyo chill-chill na lang tayo.
Yeah, but you know the episode today, we're going to be talking about issues that should matter in society today. And one of the top things that we're going to be discussing is about body shaming. So, may tanong ako para sa'yo, Ranmig. Nakapunta ka na ba sa celebration or to a family gathering tapos sinabihan ka ng, uy, parang tumaba ka?
Oo naman. Parang di na siya may iwasan eh. Kasi like before, nung high school ako, parang medyo payat pa ako, ganyan. Right. Tapos parang nung tumatagal, nung dumating na ako sa college, parang, ayun, I gained some weight. Pero, alam mo, parang sakit sa loob kasi tinatry ko naman magpapayat and maging active kasabay ng ACADS ko. Pero wala, parang nakaka-degrade lang na hindi nila napapansin yung kung ano yung ginagawa ko na para sa sarili ko rin.
Right. It's a very common occurrence now, especially here in the Philippines, na parang yun yung unang lumalabas sa bibig ng mga tao kapag ka nakikita ka. And that is actually what our topic for today will be. Something that most of us have encountered and in some way or another. And it is body shaming.
So Cassie, ikaw naman tatanungin ko,
Sige.
na body shame ka na ba sa buong buhay mo?
I think everyone to an extent has been in some way or another. Kahit hindi intention ng tao na ma-degrade ka or ma-offend ka, parang nababanggit talaga nung mga kausap mo. But ako hindi masyado. Dahil hindi ko masyado napapansin, I guess, or hindi ko dinadanda masyado. But I do have a friend that sobrang na siya mag-diet dahil na-body shame siya ng malala. And so, she went to the point where she became anorexic, she was not eating at all, but thankfully, she got the confidence back, and na-boost yung kanyang self-esteem, and she's healthy again.
At least. Diets are fine, I guess, but pag nadadamay na yung health mo, mental health, yun yung yung ginugutom mo na yung sarili mo, yun yung medyo out of the way ka na.
Right, I completely agree with that, Ranmig. And like, why are we even subjecting ourselves to this type of mentality sa society?
Yeah. So, well, lucky for you folks because the Social Club is here to give a voice for those who believe that we do not need to be swayed by the expectations of society.
Well, eto naman, Ranmig. How would you feel kapag ka best friend mo magtatanong sa mga tao na mag-sign ng petition para mag-lose ka ng weight? G ka doon?
Medyo G ako, pero at first tatawanan ko lang naman
Kasi you're adventurous eh.
Yeah. Tsaka, well, sabihin na natin, di naman ako sa ma-offend. I'll take it as a challenge, pero siguro sa iba, hindi nila ganun iti-take yun kasi hindi naman tayo pare-parehas mag-isa. So,
right, and baka ma-offend, lalong-lalo na dahil hindi nila naging option yung pagpapayat. Right. And that is actually what we're gonna be tackling today. We have our friends Christine and Gail out on the streets asking people through the social experiment. Let's watch this.
Hey Tigers! I'm Christine Manalo.
And I am Gail Gonzalez.
So today we are going around the campus and will perform a social experiment kung saan we have a petition form here and they have to sign this if they think and if they agree na mataba si Gail and she needs to lose some weight.
But you know, I hope they don't sign it because I believe people shouldn't be forced to lose some weight, you know. But you know what? Let's find out.
Kasi may upcoming
Nakakahiya
event
ka
kami,
talaga.
tapos kailangan naka-formal wear kami. Tapos kasi kasama ko siya. Tapos feeling ko kailangan niya mag-diet. Tapos meron kaming petition, like if kunyari maka 10 signs kami, yun yung napagkasunduan namin, kailangan niya mag-diet. Tapos makomplete ko. 10 signs. O willing ba kayo? Kasi di ba, ang pangit tingnan kapag naka-formal, like naka-gown, tapos ang pangit, tapos ang laki ng katawan niya, di ba?
Okay lang naman.
Okay lang?
Hindi. Kung gusto niya.
Kasi sabi niya...
Hindi, pinipilit niya kasi ako eh. Gusto niya mag-sign ng petition for people just to...
Meron ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people na nag-sign. Oh, ito. Tapos 5 na lang, di ba? It's for your health din naman eh.
Ano ba?
Okay lang ba? Ayaw.
See, I told you.
Sige na. Sige. Okay, thank you po. Iba na lang kasi kami upcoming event. Tapos, naka-formal wear po kami. Tapos, sabi ko sa kanya mag-diet siya. Hindi naman siya.
Gusto niya lang po para daw sa
Para
ball
po kasi
namin.
maganda, para po presentable tingnan, di ba po ba? Oh, di ba?
Sige.
Opo, pero mas gaganda po sana if, di ba, mas maganda yung katawan.
So, kailan bang ball niyo? Hindi na yan. Hindi naman madalian ang pagdadaan.
Ay, wait.
Kasi kung sa anak ko, magagalit naman ako. Kasi parang napapahiya siya sa sarili niya. Parang gano'n. Kaya tinatanong ko bang na-hurt siya. Kasi minsan niya ang anak ko pag sinasabihan na, ay mag-reduce ka na, parang na-ano siya.
Sige po.
Sige po. So, okay, hindi na po kayo mag-decide. Wala sa
So, thank you. But,
Thank you po.
Kasi ano siya, parang hindi siya, okay lang. Kasi sa kanya, okay lang sa
Ang sabi ko po sa kanya, mag-diet siya. Tapos may petition po kami, like, nakapagkasuda namin, like, kapag naka-10 signs kami dun sa petition, mag-diet na siya. Kasi di ba ang pangit naman po tingnan na
Diba? Sobrang ridiculous, right?
Naka-gown, tapos ang taba ng ano, di ba para presentable? Okay lang po ba mag-sign kayo? Hindi.
hindi po. Pinipilit lang ako.
Oh, di ba? For health naman.
Ako lang na pagalitan na ako ng doktor.
Oh. Tingnan mo.
Physical, okay lang naman ako. Standard yun.
Oo.
Pag mataba,
Healthy yung heart ko.
Mag-sign po ba kayo or...
okay sa kanya.
Okay.
Bahala ka, kuya.
Well, that was interesting. I really thought no one would sign Ranmig.
Someone
Talaga?
did. Ayun nga eh. Pero meron eh. He did so because he was relating to the situation na it's for the health naman daw.
I mean, I get it to an extent. Dahil siguro sinabi nga ni Christine na the doctor said
Oo,
na kailangan niya
na
mag-lose weight.
yeah.
Sige, nakikita ko yon. But props to those who defended Gail and really stood up for her and talagang ayaw.
Yeah.
Ayaw nila mag-sign. Very good. Like, saludo ako sa kanila.
I agree with them on that, Cassie. When we come back, we've invited guests that can walk us through the body shaming experience.
Let's all learn body positivity and self-love when we come back here on The Social Club.
Welcome back to the Social Club. Body shaming is not okay, and earlier, nagpakita kami ng reactions ng mga tao who witnessed body shaming.
But now, let's talk about how we should see and handle these kinds of matters.
We've invited a fourth-year student from a faculty of pharmacy, a mental health and body positivity advocate, Ms. Lian Casao.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the show. And we also have here today the pioneer of body positivity movement in the Philippines, author and blogger of Plump.ph, the other half of the Gutierrez twins, Miss Stacy Gutierrez.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, ladies. We are so excited. At Saktong Sakto, this is our final episode, so we are going out with a bang.
Yeah.
So, how's your day gone so far? Okay ba?
Okay naman. Kanina I was talking to one of the students na I'm super happy na this is your topic because it's very relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get to the meat of the discussion. Actually, we're all on the same page. We're gonna ask you guys, can you please first define body positivity?
Well, to me, body positivity is embracing who you are on the inside and on the outside, despite what the society dictates on how a person should or should not look.
And then, would you agree, same definition?
Of course, but I would like to add na for my definition naman, body positivity, sure, it's accepting your body, it's, embracing what you have, but it's also taking care of your body from the inside out. It's not just, accepting it and being passive about the current state of your body. If you can improve on your health and your fitness pa, then go for it.
Yeah, that's all incredibly relevant and great points. Pero parang kasama na din dun yung pagbigay ng body positivity. Parang I feel like that's what's kulang sa society
Yes,
natin today.
yes.
And so that's something that we would like to tackle, and that's why meron tayong show na ganito.
So both of you are advocates of body positivity. So can you tell us a bit about body shaming and how you realized to stand against it?
Maybe from Miss Stacy first.
Well, body shaming is so ingrained in our culture na minsan parang backhanded compliment
Right.
na nga siya. Yung parang, ano ba yun? Compliment or insulto?
Parang okay.
Yeah, di ba? Na parang,
Noted.
ay, hindi ka naman pala ganun kataba in person. Parang, okay, what's that supposed to mean? So, and sometimes it even comes from our own family, our own relatives, and it's always under, hindi concerned lang kami sa health mo. But
Right.
really, what they're concerned about is your appearance because that's what they're attacking. Yeah. So, I've had this experience, coming from my own friends, my own family, because it's something that is like what I said, so ingrained na
Right.
they don't see what's wrong behind it. Parang they think na, hindi, it's just out of concern. So, and during this time, this is how I developed anorexia bulimia, as in it went
Right.
to that extent na I was just really desperate to lose the weight. So, body shaming is very real. And I think people here needs to be more educated about its consequences. Kasi if we go to, kunwari, me when I went abroad, hindi siya issue.
Yeah.
Hindi batian yung taba mo or
Philippines
ang
talaga.
payat mo. Yeah, it's really in our culture. So, yeah, I think people really need more awareness about it.
Do you think that the older generation preferred to be bigger or preferred to be a little on the heavier side dahil parang ay nakakakain na maayos, malusog siya? Kasi merong ganyang stigma eh, like especially for kids.
Yes.
If mataba yung kid mo, malusog siya.
Yeah.
He's healthy.
I think for kids, yes. Parang they like the medyo chubby, ganyan. But when you grow older, parang, yung baby fat mo, you have to lose it all of a sudden, di ba?
Ano kaya yung age na yun? Like, what's the requirement?
Parang, ano ba yung standards
Kailan
ng mga
kaya
tao?
yun?
Yeah.
Grade 5.
Started ako high school.
Yeah, same. High school.
Yeah, there's a lot of gray areas. And parang I'm curious to, maybe you could answer this one for me, Lee. Do you think it's because there's a lack of social skills in the Philippines? Parang wala silang maisip, kaya they're just gonna look at your appearance and say something about it.
It can be related to that because sometimes when you see a person, the first thing that you're gonna say, uy, parang tumaba ka.
Right.
Diba?
Parang yan
They thought-
immediately eh.
Parang they thought na it's okay to say that. Parang conversation starter lang.
Parang yung ginagawa nila icebreaker, no? Pag kunyari, sabihin na natin, nakita kayo ng high school, parang high school reunion. Uy, Mare, tumaba ka yata.
Almost everyone
Oo.
talaga. It's so common na we don't even think about it, which that's the hardest part about all of this, that it's gonna be that much harder to shift and change that mentality. So earlier we conducted a social experiment about body shaming. And what can you say about the people's reactions? Were they normal? Were you kind of surprised? Or what can you say about them?
Well, I wasn't expecting anything different na. Parang knowing our culture, lalo na the older generation, sila talaga yung, magpapayat ka for health. Parang they don't understand that, you can't gauge a person's overall health and wellness based on the weight. Parang there's
Right.
so much more than our weights to, correlate to our
Kasi it
health.
can be genetic.
Yeah, it can be genetic, or some people naman parang they might be recovering from an eating disorder, that's why they gained weight, 'di ba? Parang ang dami-daming pwedeng reasons.
And besides that, it can also affect the person's mental health. And
Exactly.
it's something so important. As a mental health advocate, being bullied, it's something so real and it could lead to depression.
Right. And a lot of the times, it's the mental game that gets us. It's not really the physical stuff, the outward appearances, or the actual experiences we go through, but it's how it affects us mentally. And so that's a huge part of body shaming.
So, based on your own experience, what can you say about the current state of the Philippines in terms of accepting people regarding their size and color?
Like, anong stage na ba tayo?
I think first level pa lang. Parang finally, ayan
Yeah.
na, parang nag-crack na yung door to being more accepting, to being more open. But we have a long way to go,
Right.
definitely. Parang, but I'm really happy that there are really efforts that can be seen, like in digital campaigns.
Right.
Makita mo na may mga plus size models na talaga. There are, in billboards, there are retail brands who are opening up their market to cater to bigger girls.
Yeah, even Sports Illustrated just put
Yeah.
out their first plus size model on the cover.
Yeah. So that's abroad. But here, I think we're gaining traction. We're gonna
Right.
get there eventually. Yeah.
Hopefully. Do you think that the generation now, the millennials, are the ones that's pushing for this?
Yeah, I think so, because millennials are more outspoken and we're not really afraid to speak up our mind. And when we do that, we actually give voices to those who are feeling the same way that we do, and
Right.
that's a good thing.
So, last question. Conversations are sparking, and I think people, brand are embracing diversity and individuality more than ever. But what do you think is still missing?
Personally, I think the right conversation about body positivity is still missing. Parang medyo now naman the mainstream message is okay, basta we accept our bodies as it is. Parang okay, sure, that's good. That's really good. But what about our health and our wellness, 'di ba? Or also parang that's what I can contribute to that.
How about you, Miss Lee?
Well, we need to see like more models really, and as an example,
Representation.
representation as an example for younger generations also. So, just
So we're gonna look forward to that in the future. Sana malapit na tayo dito sa Pilipinas. But thank you so much for all those insightful discussions. It was really great. But we're gonna get back to them after a quick break here. We'll get right back to you guys here on The Social Club. Welcome back to The Social Club, where we sit down and talk about topics that are relevant in today's society. Our topic for today is body positivity. We've done our experiment, so let's talk a little bit more. Parang hindi natin na-tackle kasi a very relevant issue. Like, this whole topic has been very relevant. Pero just recently, the renowned and most famous fashion show ever in the world probably just happened, and we had the first Filipina.
Yes.
And so we can't say that it was multi-ethnic. Marami nga silang mga ethnicities na nandun. But they put out a statement later on that said they would never get a plus-size model for their runway. What do you think about that?
I think that's very limiting as a brand. Parang sure you can, parang profit-wise, parang the business side of it, you're losing customers. Parang there's so much more women to cater to, but ayaw nyo. I think, personally, in my opinion, it's kind of snooty of them. Parang we're this elite brand of models na, di ba? But
And parang it reaffirms the idea that
Yes.
ito yung ideal beauty.
yeah, and they're not acknowledging the other sizes. But at the same time, I also feel like as a brand, it's their prerogative too. Syempre, ayaw naman natin yung parang maging angry mob yung mga plus size girls na, let's
Right.
diba? Let's attack them, diba? Parang, so it's a two-way thing.
Do you see that changing anytime soon, Lee?
I hope so, cause sayang eh. It could also be a perfect avenue sana for people to be more accepting, inclusive, like worldwide sana, cause it's
Yeah, parang napansin ko din yan sa mga answers mo. Like, your main idea, like parang yung pinaka-effective way is through media. Social media, through ads, TV, sila talaga yung channel natin. But do you guys have an example or like a company that you admire that does cater to plus-size women?
Mine would be this US brand na Swimsuits for All. And I like the way they create their digital campaigns, their advertising campaigns. It's not very sexualized, yung mga girls. Parang it's very appropriate. They're showcasing their bodies, but not in a lustful way na under the male gaze. So that's really something I hope people can check out. It's Swimsuits for All.
Yeah, and sana madala din sa Pinas.
There are still some people who continue to body shame regardless of it, right, Cassie?
Exactly. And grabe naman yung mga yun. Akala mo sobrang perfect nila, di ba? Pero sometimes sila pa yung talagang, what's the word in Tagalog? I don't know. Pero sila yung talagang dikit na dikit? Yan, sila
Yeah,
nagdidiin
yeah.
sa mga friends nila.
Pero hindi naman kasi porket perfect yung body mo. Excuse na yun para pagtawanan yung iba sa, sabihin natin medyo chubby sila, ganyan.
Right.
Pero it's not an excuse.
Right? Instead of putting down people, we want to lift them up.
Yeah.
And so this is where body affirmations or reaffirming comes into play. And so we're gonna play a quick game with our guest. This is the compliment off. So you guys are gonna face each other.
All right.
And then you're gonna take turns
Okay.
giving each other a compliment, but
Okay.
you cannot smile
Alright.
or laugh. Okay, so
Serious.
Lee, you go first.
Okay.
You're pretty.
I love your brows. They're on fleek.
I love your lipstick.
I love your coat. Jacket.
Grabe!
But I do love it.
But I
Ayan.
love you. I'm a
Oh,
fan.
thank you.
Yes, I love it. All love over here. And those, parang perfect example. Instead of, putting down people, it's so
We're lifting up
easy.
each other.
Yep.
So parang dali.
Compliments.
Like, even if you parang hindi mo talaga gusto jacket niya, pero sabihin mo, di ba? It doesn't hurt
Yeah.
anybody.
Boost up confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always for boosting self-esteem and reaffirming people because this is the only way we can battle
Yeah.
body shaming.
We're surrounded by wonderful people today, but unfortunately though, that's all the time we have. But before we go, what can you say to those who have been or is currently being body shamed?
My message would be, find the true source of your identity. It doesn't have to come from the validation of other people or their words or, how you look. It has to be deeper than that. So search for that. And ultimately, I think it comes from our Maker. It comes from God. So seek God and you will know who you are.
Me, simple. You do you. Embrace who you are, and what other people think of you doesn't really matter. If you find your true self, your inner you, that's all that matters, really.
Great words, great message from two amazing women. Once again, thank you, Miss Leanne, and thank you, Miss Stacy, for gracing our show and for our final episode here on The Social Club. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will leave you all with a simple quote. You are more than the way you look.
The social club has come to an end, but we hope that we have our opened minds and started the conversation for making an embracing and nourishing society. Once again, I am Ran McBernardo.
And I am Cassie Gormley, and this has been
The Social Club.
Alam mo yung parang, yung part na hindi ka masyado secure, yun,